It's DC Comics time! Hello, welcome to another statue review. Today we're going to have a look at the DC Bishoujo Black Canary figure. Now, I've had this figure for a long time, that's why I don't have a box. And since Corona is keeping me from getting new figures, I'm going to have a look at some of the old ones. You probably know this figure from my various collection videos, but I want to give you a closer look at one of my favorite characters from the DC universe. This is probably going to be a little bit more of a pervy review, I can tell, but I'm not attempting to do that really, and potentially going to get demonetized because it's too sexy. Anyway, she stands to her head to 22 centimeters, and the top of her arm. If we're going over there, let me lift this up real quick. That would mean like 26.5 centimeters overall. So for your inches, I know it's wobbly a little bit, but this is like how I'm going to do it. 9 inches to the top of the head and 10.5, a little over that, 10.6 to the top of the hand. Let me set my tripod back in so we can actually have a look at the nice detail, because this figure has quite a bit of that. Face color is absolutely beautiful. She has a nice charming look, gives you the wink, the blue eyes, and really shiny lipstick. The hair is molded in a nice flowy way. There's tons of detail on it. It is pretty clean overall. Sometimes when you have a little bit more sharp edges, the plastic tends to look somewhat ugly. But the DC Bishoujo line, I've never been really never really had a problem with it. I think it looks great. All the streams that go down, all the strains. You got the glove on one hand and the glove on the other hand. She has a nice, also energetic pose. Really like a little bit of stretching and happy and whatnot. So obviously you got the boobs. Well, actually there's the jacket first. With the zipper, very nicely painted, very nicely molded. Don't have an issue with that. But it is a statue, so we don't have to worry about articulation and whatnot. It really, that's like one of my favorite parts about statues. Usually the paintwork is a lot better than on action figures. But then again, like I'm saying, they don't have to worry about articulation and accessories and whatnot. So then, yes, there's the boobage. It is nicely molded and going right down to the corset. Has some lines in it overall to look a little bit more detailed. Overall wrinkles and whatnot. It doesn't have a zipper, but that really depends. I mean, Black Canary, there's been a ton of versions of it, a ton of outfits throughout the years, and this one is pretty simple, but it's like the most iconic, also with the choker in there. Let me zoom in on that real quick, just get some more detail in there, and a hair on there, disgusting. Anyway, moving down to the not the pantyhose, the fishnet stockings, which is a very important component of the character. I don't know, it's just like so iconic with the outfit. You have a butt and you have the fishnet stockings, which are real cloth. They are not just painted on, they are not just molded on. You can see the seams in the back. They might be a little unclean, they might be a little bit thick, but hey, I appreciate it that you actually have real fishnet stockings on here, and they look really good, and that's really what makes the figure stand out even more, this unique look. And by the way, the legs are super muscular. If you look at it, how they are molded, how they are shaped, there's a line going down over here, and like I'm saying, that sounds pervy, and I'm going down her thigh, but look at the lines over there and the big muscly thighs on this woman. Then we got the boots. Fights in high heels, because I mean, she has kicked some people in the balls, and it seems very effective that way. Also, if you be like, hey, you've done it realistic, it's a superhero character that has a canary scream, which is supposed to be the base. You know, the canary scream, she has like shockwaves that come out of her mouth. That kind of sounds weird, but anyway, shockwaves. And they molded the entire base like that, have some nice blue stripes in there, and it gives it an overall very cool look, very cool idea, and very happy overall with the entire package of this figure. And that's already gonna do it, since we don't have articulation or accessories or anything to care about that. Obviously, my recommendation for this figure is yes, I love this figure, I love the design. Also, it is a little bit more anime, but that's the nature of the Bishoujo line. If you want a super realistic, more comic book accurate Black Canary, then this is probably not for you. And I'm saying that the design and everything is still comic book accurate. It's more like the face sculpt and whatnot that looks a bit more honeymoon. But then again, comic books, you have so many people drawing these things, so what even is a complete authentic comic book design? I don't know about it, but I love the Bishoujo line, so that's why I have a couple of them, and I'm probably going to start reviewing some of them. And the timing for this is pretty good, since Black Canary is getting a re-release in August, September. Still available at Big Bad Toy Store. Pre-order sold out at Ami though. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just letting you know because I had a little bit of a look beforehand. So you're welcome. Anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more free reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Black Canary wants. I couldn't think of a single goddamn thing. I love it.